Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 3 of LOAD, which is a Royals theme. And today's take on the Royals theme is how names get passed down. And it's also day 3 of Christy Harriman's Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 Days of Sketches. And this is the sketch. Let me make sure that you can see that up close. And there is, for those of you who've asked, there is a Facebook group called 30 Days of Sketches that just got created, I think yesterday or the day before. And Christy is putting all the sketches, this is round 6, she's putting sketches out for all 6 rounds. And so you'll be able to find all kinds of sketch inspiration there. This sketch is from La Mala Scrap by an artist named Corinne, and I can't read the small print on that, but it's kind of a simple but a really cool sketch that I like a lot. So I'm going to use it to talk about passing names down, and farther back, I guess, than my grandmother, whose name was Katherine. There was another Katherine. Her name was Kathleen, or her name was Katherine Erdner Sheridan, and she married my grandfather, whose name was Harold Sheridan. So I've got her kind of name tag right there. That's a really low resolution photo that was taken from a wedding photo that I have of her, and I actually couldn't find the photo itself, but I found the layout that I made with that photo, so I kind of did it from there. And she's about 20 in this photo, maybe 21. My mother, whose name is Kathleen, not exactly Katherine, but there was a Kathleen in my grandfather's, Kathleen Campbell, and so she was named Kathleen Campbell Sheridan, and then she married my dad, and it became Sonia. So my grandmother was called Katherine. My mother was called Kay, Kippy, and Kathleen, and occasionally Kathleen or whatever, and a lot of times Kath, just Kath. And I think my grandmother was too. I was named after Katherine here, so I'm Katherine. My maiden name was Sonia, and now I'm a McElfresh. And I've always been called Kathy for a while because my last name was Sonia. I was called Son, but that was by a few people in college. And then my granddaughter, who is named after me, Katherine Marie Wooden, and she's known as Katie or KatieBug. Most often KatieBug. So I'm going to have to find a ladybug to put on here, and I usually do that after I film. I go color match ladybugs, and if I don't have one, I'll print one and put it on. So okay, so I've done some preparation, obviously, with those name tags and with these photos. I'm going to go ahead. I'm using everything on here except the white cardstock is from my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, which is leftovers, orphaned, scraps, just a kind of older stash. So my commitment, I just made my layout share video this morning, my commitment for this month and actually for the rest of the year is no matter what other supplies my layout is being constructed with, whether it's my brand new Paige Evans collection or my brand new Vicky Boutin or my brand new Mind the Scrap kit or my brand new Secret Not Secret kit, I'm going to have at least some and probably a lot of the kind of junk stuff that's in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, which is all these kind of orphaned and scrappy things. So these came from a tablet of 4x6 meant to be photo mats, And there are different colors. They're a really nice linen textured cardstock. And I chose 4 colors. As you can see, those colors don't necessarily match this paper that I've got behind them, but they're kind of neutral enough that I think they'll work. I've printed the photos at 2 by 2. I cut these about 2.5 by 2.5, and I've drawn lines around them with my trusty Uniball Signo pen, and my line may not show over here, so I'm actually gonna redraw it because I really want that distinction. Okay, so those are going to get mounted on here in order. And this striped paper is a scrap. I think I have a little bit of it left. I cannot tell you the collection or the brand or anything about it. I think it came from a paper pad, and it may be a Paige Evans collection originally, but I couldn't tell you for sure. That seems like it's gonna work. Okay. And I've got in the original, you can see that there's kind of a neutrally small scale print pattern paper in the top half, and then a solid down below. So I've got these 2 potential pattern papers. I'm going to be using these florals that I fussy cut, and I really like how the green of the leaves kind of looks nice with that green, but I kind of like the pinks in this because of the pinks here, and I think the greens would look okay there. These flowers are very different from these flowers. I'm just thinking I'm gonna go with the pink instead of the green. I like the green, and I will use it soon. I also love this side. I love those Bella Boulevard prints. So let me get this, having made that decision. This piece of paper, this 12 by 6, came from Christina Sorge for either a layout palooza, or it must have been a layout palooza kit. And I obviously didn't do the project that it was intended for, and I found quite a few of those, and rather than go back and try to recapture those projects, it's kind of like those were so 6 months ago. I thought I would I just pull them in and kind of mix them up and use them with other things. Okay, so before I start doing a lot of embellishing, I want to be sure that I get I'm going to put the title up here. Hey, how you doing? I'm making a video. I'm making a video.
Huh?
I'm making a video.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. I got a package from...
I thought it was...
Okay, that's my black cardstock. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Sorry.
No problem. Okay, I'm gonna put these little tags down, and I don't want to cover the colored cardstock, so I'm gonna actually put them just below. And I've got the one for my mother is very long, so I'll be sure and have room for that. There we go. And then this for me. And the title of this is going to be Call Me Kath. And I've got an older alpha that's going to have to be glued on because it tends to not stick very well. Okay, so we'll do that. And you'll notice in the original there is a banner that has some little stuff on it. These were meant to be flower centers in a one of the Palooza kits. And I'm just going to put them down here, let them be the elements on my there we go. I'll do that because even though it kind of covers up, let me see if I can lift this up and move it down a little tiny bit. Even though it covers up wooden, the important part of it is that her name is Katherine. That's not the important name, right? So, my husband is laughing because he changed my name from Wooden to Macklefresh back in 1981. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll go here. I'll actually do the middle one kind of maybe coming up. And this one I'll bring down here. And the other one won't be quite so far down because I don't want it to be, there we go. And what I can do, and I'll do this off camera, is kind of run this from one to the other if I feel like I want to. And at the moment, I'm thinking I don't. I'm thinking I don't mind this, and if I want to, I can draw, I can doodle a string. Okay, so I'm going to put the title on just to be sure that I have room for it, and maybe I'll do this. I'll do it that way. Okay. I love this black and white polka dot alpha. And I have a T over here. The fussy cut florals I have are pretty large, so I really don't want to cut myself out of a place to do the title. And I plan to do some more extensive journaling about the family line, but I'm thinking that there may be something like that I may have another opportunity within LOAD. Another thing that came from a Christina kit that I kind of want to be sure to use. First of all, I think I'm going to put one of my larger florals, here we go, this one, kind of right there. And I'm going to put adhesive there, but I'm going to put some foam tape up on the leaves so that they lift up and give some dimension below it. I don't want them flat against that pink background. Okay, and I'm good with the fact that I use the pink because I'm going to be introducing the green right here. So I get the green in anyway. Okay, so that's up, and that foam is going to hold it up like that. So we've got some instant dimension there. Now, I want to use this kind of behind this little tag, but I just want a little of it. I'm going to cut it. This is just an amazing cut file that that Christina did, and I intend to ask for more of it. I have some in navy blue now, and this little bit of black that came in kits from her. So let's do that, kind of slide that down there and let it be sort of random looking. And I'm gonna do I've got a label here and a ticket. Well, I've got a label and a tab. Okay, this tab is a sticker that apparently is really stuck, so I'm just going to have to glue that on. So I kind of want to use these in a grouping sort of behind there. So I know this needs to be cut shorter. I'll put that in first and put it off at an angle. Yeah, that's pretty much set. Let's see. There's no lifting that up. So this can go down really low there. And I can, you know what? I don't really need to use this there. I can use it somewhere else. Let me put that in there. Okay, and I'm going to do some flowers here under this guy. Let me make it all the way up here. Does that work? That does not. I don't like that because it has that cut edge there. So let's go with this, and let's move it to where it doesn't interfere with these. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll put some adhesive here and some foam tape. Get this up. I'll put foam tape here. And here. And I guess I have to peel that off. I love, this is some Cartabella paper, and it's just so nice and thick and has such wonderful texture. I just love it. Okay, and then I've got this one. That is the one I'm not going to use. This one is kind of cute, and it could go, maybe, don't want to do that. If I can find, how about that? That's okay. Let me turn it that way so it's definitely in line. Let's see if I can make this work. I may have to cut it. I know what I'll do. Oh, can I use this one that way? There we go. Perfect application for that. It'll be used down in this corner. Yay, I'm so smart. Again, I'll raise this up and this. Okay. Go there. And there. And as I look at the original, it looks like there's kind of a collection of tags and tabs and things. I've still got that pink one that I had. Let's bring this over and take a look at it. And I've got another tag. I've got this kind of random green circle-y thing that could work in here. So let me do that. I'll do that there. It's a different green from anything else that's on there, and I like that about it. Anytime I have any doubts as to whether the colors are quote-unquote matchy, if I feel they're off by a little bit, I'll reuse one of the colors that you might consider off, and that way it'll kind of look intentional. And I do that unashamedly and often. So let me kind of I'm going to go here, and then I'll use a small one of those florals over it, if I can find one that is small enough. Let's see what we have here. We have this, which could go there, but it would hide an awful lot. Let's see if I did that up there. That's not going to work. I have this little bit that if that didn't show, that could maybe go there. I've got this little leaf, kind of. Okay, so nothing works there. I have that might work, or a butterfly. This is laser cut chipboard, thin chipboard. And, you know, this may be where I put the ladybug pointing towards Katie. So I'm going to stop trying to squeeze in anything else. I did fussy cut this from a piece of Vicki Boutin paper, and I thought I might try to work it in somehow, and it's just too different, so that'll go back in the bowl. Let me find that pink tab, and I'm going to put some glue on it. Part of the journaling I will add to this is that I was named after my grandmother by my mother, who didn't really get along with my grandmother. So I'm not sure what that says about anything. Let me squeeze this under that and let it bridge those two photos. And it says date, but I've covered up the area where I might write the date, and it's obvious that that these are all from different eras. So let's see if I can figure out when they were taken. I think this was taken in 1944, and my mother, or 42, my mother was about 22, and I have no idea when that was taken. This was 1966 or 67, and I was 20 or 21, and my granddaughter, this was taken just a couple months ago. She was 18, so had just turned 18. I'm going to put these laser cut butterflies and such back in here, and I don't see anything else that I need to add to here. I'm going to go to small. I did have these kind of ticket tops, and I like the yellow one. They're from Pink Fresh, I think, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of put this here so that that word date doesn't show, because I'll have a right side up date and a upside down date right close to each other. Let me put that up. If I layer things behind this, it seems to show up really nicely. So I've got that in there. I do have this metal camera, but I don't see a place I like to put it, so that goes back. I have a little word thing here that says embrace your story, and I like that a lot, and it seems to be appropriate for this this page. So I'm going to put that right there. And now I'm going to add a few pink sequins, particularly down in the area around these black flower centers. And I'm going to do kind of placed like that. I'm going to couple of these so I can see what I'm working with. And I like these really clear ones because they're not a pinky pink. They're kind of like the pink in that that flower. So that's good. I'll do another couple over here. And I think that may finish it off. I was thinking Nouveau drops, and I have a new pink glitter Nouveau drops that I got from Heather's Crafty Life. I was scheduled to go to her retreat, and because of COVID concerns and Ava's health and just an abundance of caution, as they say, I didn't end up going. So she sent me my swag bag that had the most beautiful glittery pink Nouveau drops. I do these here, kind of down this way, because there'll be some up there. Okay, I'm looking for the large ones. I may need to pour out some more. I'll put that one upside down. Okay, let me. There are also some really beautiful kind of matte finish, opaque ones that I love using because they're just a beautiful color of pink. But that's not what I'm doing on this page. here. We'll do that. That's the right color, but not the right size. Okay, I think I'm done there. And as I said, I may do some more extensive journaling that I'll either tuck back behind here, or I'll do it as part of another challenge. I just know it won't be on the front of the page. So, thank you for watching. I think this one's done. Let me stand up so I can bring it up close to you. As you can see, all the Kaths in my family. So at one time, I think all of us, except maybe Katie, has been called Kath. It's been shortened to that. So anyway, 4 generations of Kaths, and there's even, I know of a 5th, I just don't have a photo. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with the day 4 sketch, and I will have a Scrap Squad Sunday video also tomorrow. So see you out there. Bye.